There's no made-up about it. Punk is done. Punk is out. If Braun can get him back in the ring, we've got a new champion.
Paul Heyman is laughing over there in the corner, realizing that Breakker is moments away from being crowned world champion. Off the top of the ring with a flying clothesline through Punk, through the table. Straps are down. It's spear time. Punk though!
Put out the knee up!
He intercepted! Punk intercepted Breakker!
I think Braun might be out already.
Punk with a GTS! Go to sleep! Cover! CM Punk retains the world!
Get ready! Bullshit, get ready! Get ready for the worst raw review on the internet! The worst raw review on the internet! Draws, raw! And fresh roast beef. This is Straws Raw. Straws Raw.
Hello, friends.
Oh my God.
London. All right.
Huge pop. Hello, friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Eric B. They call me the Raw Dog, and you're here on Straws Raw, the absolute worst or best Raw review of the internet, depending on where you look us up. Folks, thank you so much for joining me and my partner here on the Hub Sports Entertainment Network. And you know who he is, but I'm going to introduce him anyways. He is my PIC. He is my puppy in crime. He is my schnauzer from another Mauser. He is my retriever from Allegriever? Yeah, I just made that up. Anyways, Randy C., what's up, brother?
Eric, I hate my job. All I do is crush cans all day. It's so depressing. Hey, Eric B. Hey, everybody. Hey, Eric B. It's me, Randy C. And as usual, we are powered by something. We're powered by InteriorPlants.ca, the natural solution to a healthier and more beautiful home or business environment. That's InteriorPlants.ca. Pure Fandom, your home for all things pro wrestling and lucha libre memorabilia, from replica masks, championship belt replicas, and all prop accessories for your cosplay. Pure Fandom is proudly Canadian. You can find them on Instagram at Pure Fandom Shop or at Pure Fandom Shop 416. Go to their YouTubes. They're putting up a lot of videos at Pure Fandom Shop 416, or their website, purefandomshop.bigcartel.com. Pure Fandom asks, what's your fandom? What's your fandom, Eric B? We're also powered by the Smack Daddies. The Smack Daddies with their 3-hour WWE SmackDown review. They give it to you every Saturday morning or Friday night if you're lucky. It could even be earlier this week. It's in a different country. They're the Smack Daddies. It's Father Greg and Brad the Dad, where they give you the best SmackDown review on the internet. Their website is SmackDaddies.ca. Go check them out. Go follow them too. They're here on the Hub Sports Entertainment, right? So just look up on any podcasting platform. Last but not least, I can't zoom in, but I think I know who it is by what he's doing. It's THT, the handshaking team. Eric B. Eric B. London is your host for Cheap Heats for the Wheels of Misfortune. But what he has in his hand today is the newest and the rising star. And it's his first figure. Former NXT champion. Oh, he is current NXT champion too. It's the one, the only, the next biggest thing, Obafemi. So you can go to facebook.com/the handshaking team at any time and take a look at what Eric has to offer. That's facebook.com/the handshaking team. And had 3 of them today. My back hurts, my leg hurts. Minoru, tell them what we're powered by.
Monkeys never collapse.
Oh, I didn't say bananas, but monkeys don't cramp. It's Chiquita Bananas. Eric B., it's a strange week here.
Oh.
That's the draw straws raw. It's a strange week in wrestling. But
Yes.
with all the strangeness going on, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing pretty good, Randy. Our world has been turned upside down, right side up, back again, and here we are, living life and loving wrestling, and enjoying a very unique episode of Raw, I guess you could say, in some ways, and then maybe not so much in others. But we're going to talk about that later. But in the meantime, Randy, me and you have been some busy little beavers in the background, haven't we? We're getting pretty close to announcing some pretty fantastic news. I think we've been teasing it for a while, kind of like TK does his announcements every single week. And now I think we can finally make that announcement. What do you think?
I think we definitely can. We got a huge announcement. The Draw, a new show. No, it's not Draw Straws Raw. It is The Draw. Will be premiering on TSN 690 and TSN Radio Thursday, January 15th, 2026 at 11 p.m. Go to tsn690 or .ca or tsnjust.ca and listen live at that time. But we will be on there with replays on Bell affiliates starting that day. The Draw will be giving you the top news of the week. We're going to talk about what's on everybody's mind in the wrestling world, as well give you the best wrestler, content creator, and influencer conversations all wrapped up in one show. And that's what I call The Draw. Huge pops on TSN 690 and TSN Radio, January 15th at 11 p.m. Eric B., are you excited, brother?
I'm very excited for The Draw. We have been working on this a lot in the background, folks. It's a long time coming. We definitely have put the effort into it, and we hope that our listeners that are here can follow along on the new show, because it is going to be a little different. You are going to see some things that maybe you're used to and maybe some things that you're not used to as well. But either way, we are going to give you the most complete wrestling show that you can get on the radio. And we're happy to keep that tradition going, brothers. We really are happy to keep that tradition going.
100%. And I got maybe you should just give a little announcement, a little surprise on maybe who our first guest is.
Yeah.
I've been listening to them for a bit. They are friends of ours and friends of the show. Remember,
Friends.
I'm friends. Remember, I'm saying the best in wrestler, content creator, and influencer. And when I say content creator and influencer, to me, in the GTA area or the Ontario area anyways, these guys put on the best parties and give you the best wrestling content out there. Other than ours, of course. It's Poison Rana, Braden Harrington, Davey Portman. And guess what? The time was then. It was then a month ago. But we weren't on the radio. So we're going to talk about it like the time is now on January 15th at 11 p.m. on TSN 690, because we're going to talk all things John Cena. And Eric, please tell them, when I say we're going to talk about all things, what things are we going to talk about?
We honestly are breaking down title reigns. We are starting from the beginning and going all the way to the end. It is a hell of a conversation. Me and Randy spent about an hour plus in the studio yesterday with the boys from Poison Rana. We're so happy that they were able to join us. And we are going to give you the top answers on the radio. And you know what? You'll probably find that whole episode somewhere else a little bit down the line as well. But yeah, we're very excited. Very, very excited.
Yes, a little bit down the line as well. Maybe in video format too. I'm just working on that as we currently speak. But yeah, it was a little strange in that conversation, eh? No mention of Brock Lesnar. None.
That is the strangest thing. Honestly, we're going to make a lot of Stranger Things references today too, folks. We're just going to say that. The strangest thing, honestly, is that we talked about this conversation before we had it in detail. And I wanted to talk so much about Brock Lesnar and him being one of John Cena's like hardest opponents that he ever faced in his career. But folks, just different names come up, different discussions are had, and you'll be surprised as we are that Brock Lesnar didn't come up. So definitely tune in. You're going to love it. Just like the Barclays Center, right? Probably loved what they saw at the start of the show tonight at WWE Raw. But before we get into the episode, Randy, we have to talk about why WWE attached themselves to the hottest brand probably in the world right now. The hardest marketed brand package right now is Stranger Things. Is there anything else that surpasses Stranger Things right now as far as what is the most viral, most discussed topic on the internet?
No, not at all. The series finale crashed Netflix 3 times as people were watching it. I was going to watch it the next morning, but at 8:04 p.m., I was already getting spoilers for people that fast forwarded to the end. So I'm like, man, I'm going to have to go watch it. And I understand, like, I'm a big fan. Me and Eric are both big friends.
Huge
friends and fans.
Huge friends and fans of the show.
Yes. But we have
friends don't lie.
Yeah, and we have two different opinions on how a finale of a show would go. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I don't believe.
Yes, we did. Randy doesn't believe. I believe. But there's a reason why I believe, and it's not because of what you saw and the image there. For the people who watch the show and see there at the end, I mean, I can't say spoiler alert at this point, right, Randy? It's been a while. It's been a while.
Though. We'll say spoiler alert. But
fine, spoiler alert.
Fast forward to the beginning. Where we talk a little Stranger Things at Barclays, but
yeah, there you go. Fast forward that. But spoiler alert, sure, whatever you'd say. That image of Elle being there in the new town, thriving and living life, that is what we choose to believe. That is more or less, a lot of people, Randy. That's what people choose to believe when you lose somebody that you love. That is somebody that is very important to you, that is impossible to replace. You choose to believe that they are somewhere that is beautiful, somewhere that is better than where we are currently, and that they are happy. That's what you really hope for. But of course, Randy isn't the only one that doesn't like the ending. There's a lot of people out there that thought that the ending didn't justify the series itself. And I can see why people believe that. When you invest 9 to 10 years of your life into something, you want to see it happen the way that you want it to happen. But it doesn't mean that the story didn't write itself very well. And it doesn't mean that the ending in the beginning of the story didn't kind of intermingle by the end of it all. But Randy, your thoughts, brother?
Well, you more or less hit all the points on your side, which I can definitely see for people. Stranger Things was so big, it was not going to make everyone and everything explained was not going to be there and everybody happy. Everybody is going to pick apart the last episode on what they wanted to believe in. I'm going to say that, for what they wanted to believe in. Now, I agree with you, Eric. You always want to see if somebody's passing or going on or moving on or whatever the reference is on it. You always want to see that it's happy. You always want to see that. So just make it happy. Tell them that it's happy. Don't give us the suspension of belief. We're already dealing with this in the real world, that we're hoping our friends, family, whatever it may be that pass are happy. Don't make up a freaking story saying that they might be. They might be. It's not that they are. Tell me that they are. Tie loose ends. Listen, guys, if you guys, maybe we'll have an episode where we're just going to talk about it. We'll put it on the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/The Draw. And I will tell you my theory on what Stranger Things should have ended as. I had connections to everybody, to Henry Creel, everything else from the Oklahoma play, every single parent. Joyce went into halfway through an episode with a dull axe and beheaded one of her friends in high school and didn't even know who he was. Come on, people. Tie loose knots. Eric, I'm already getting angry. You know I'm gonna get really angry. I'm turning into Greg here, folks. And if you want to hear Greg and angry, go listen to Smack Daddies on the Hub Sports Entertainment. He'll give you everything on the SmackDown review. But I definitely feel a Greg right now, a father Greg, my friend, because again, that last episode made me angry. I'm glad you're happy though. I always like seeing you happy because you do make me a little happier when you're happy.
Listen, I don't want to say that not everything happened that I wanted to happen. There's a lot of stories that didn't get tied up. I believe that characters like Erica and Murray deserved their endings as well. New Holly and new Derek got their own ending, more or less. Like everybody kind of got their own ending besides a lot of these tertiary, secondary characters. And it's funny as I'm talking about these characters, these secondary characters.
Where is Erica? She was there with Max. She was there with Max, and then boom, the guys took her. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You have an hour left after the battle scene. Why can't you tell us where Erica is? Poor Erica is probably in the government somewhere now.
Yeah, and then people also wanted to see Vicky and Robin at Enzo's as well. But then that kind of takes away. That kind of takes away from everything that happens with Hopper and Joyce there that they've been trying to do for 5 seasons in comparison to Vicky and Robin, who have really only been trying to do it for 1. Anyways, folks, like Randy said, we can definitely do a whole Stranger Things pod. We can do a whole rant for you about how we feel and how the ending is, and we will. We'll definitely talk too much for you about that one. And talking about Randy being angry, maybe we should get into this week's episode of Monday Night Raw from the Barclays Center in good old Brooklyn, New York, the home of the Brooklyn Nets. Yes, folks, they still play basketball in the league. It does happen. Sorry, Brooklyn fans, but that's just the way it is. Randy, should we break it down? Should we get into it? And should we make things right side up around here?
Yes, let's get into this really strange Raw episode from the Barclays Center. Let's do this. Let's talk about this week's WWE Raw. 1-year anniversary, by the way, from Netflix. But go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry.
Walk them down, Rand. Walk them down as we talk about Monday Night Raw. Like Randy said, this is the reunion show. It is mentioned by Corey Graves here on the microphone. And if anything, this set is phenomenal. The WWE has really taken the time to not only use practical effects, but also their visual effects as well, their screen boards and everything to make everything truly seem Stranger Things-esque, including turning the entire arena upside down at the start, which is a really nice touch. But with all of that being said, as we start this crossover episode, this is the best part of it when it comes to any Stranger Things stuff. Randy, do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, no, it was a great start. Like the effects, everything, the props, everything they had, I was excited. I'm like, woo! Like, really, this is going to be Stranger Things. What's going to happen? We already knew the announcement of the matches, so on and so forth. Is anybody going to come out with any of the Rhea Ripley? That would have been a cool thing. Vecna and Rhea Ripley. Or would anybody come out with Liv Morgan? Or would Will come out with somebody? Like, you know what I mean? I was really, really excited. They had me pumped. I was watching happily. The first
and for a long time. Honestly, for a long time. Honestly, I don't know, Randy. For the first hour and a half, I'm just sitting there waiting for some type of more cross promotion. That's really what I'm waiting for. Set is immaculate. Yes. You have the pizza van. You have the van that they're chasing around, trying to find them in the Upside Down. You have some really cool things here on the set. The Surfer Boy van has pedals on it. The Squawk van as well. We have Corey and Michael Cole get out of. Corey Graves is decked out in full Hellfire Club gear. It would have been jokes to see Michael Cole do the exact same thing, but he came in just a full suit, so he really wasn't in on it. But, you know, they make it pretty clear, especially Corey Graves, that like he likes Stranger Things and that this is fun and this is going to be a really cool night. This is the Netflix anniversary, the Raw anniversary, so to speak, and it's going to be a big night. Yeah. However, is it? That is the question. Now, let's talk about the first match. Took a little while to get there.
Yeah, it took a bit.
Took about 20 minutes to get there. Took about 20 minutes.
And a lot of ads. Can we say the ads already? Like,
man.
Before even the first match, I think we ran into 4.
I got like mayo chipotle mayo, wasabi mayo ads. Like I got all these different Heinz mayonnaise ads. I don't
I
know if
got
you
that.
saw those.
I got the what's DoorDash? Like DoorDash was consistent all night. The WWE DoorDash segment into
I
the
got this
ring is
coming soon to Netflix ad. I got the One Piece season 2 ad, which is pretty cool.
that's
Again,
cool.
finally Netflix using kind of what they have available, their arsenal to advertise. They advertised that movie with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck like 50 times as well. But, like you said, lots and lots of ads. But first match of the night, women's tag team titles. It's Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Rio versus the Kabuki Warriors. And my God, Randy, um, Randy messages me right after it's done. And I don't think I can use the word that he used, but he was definitely not happy about this match. And I don't know if there's many reasons for to be happy about this match.
Who
However, it was
won?
pretty funny. It
The
was pretty
entrance was
funny.
cool. Yeah, the
The
entrances
entrance,
were cool.
yeah, they were cool. But again, Rhea Ripley not wearing Rhea Ripley being as theme orientated in her gear and not doing anything Stranger Things esque here. It's just a little weird. It's a missed opportunity. I know that they don't have to do these things, but what do you think, Randy? Should she have?
I think she should. Rhea Ripley would have been the perfect person to put a co-host. Demogorgon. Say it properly for me, Eric.
She could have
Being
had a friggin' demo dog
yeah
on a
yeah.
leash, and like we talked about on the radio show, which will come out in a couple of weeks, like next week. My apologies. We as wrestling fans will believe what you choose to tell us. If Rhea came out with two demo dogs on a chain to the ring, and then somebody
Oh,
took those away afterwards, we would have loved it. And we would have
something.
just enjoyed it. It would have been cool as shit. But instead, we get nothing. And Rhea is like the perfect person to do it with. Finn is another one that everybody was like, you got to do something with Finn Balor. Opportunities missed, Randy. Opportunities missed. Anyways, like you said, Randy, I think the end of the match and the results of the match is what people are the most happiest about. It was pretty funny in the match when Asuka trapped the leg of Rhea Ripley and then hit her with a German, and Rhea just goes, "Oh shit!" right on camera. That was jokes. They just start just kicking the heck out of each other. Rhea Ripley finally got her rip tied, sets up the over the moonsault for the pin and the win here for Rio. Now, Randy, my only issue with this is that we now have the female version of the Mega Powers holding those titles.
We're absolutely correct. It is the well. Can we also say it was the Kabuki Warriors' first title defense? I think. Um,
Yeah.
the right people do have it, especially in the placing of where they are right now, right? Rhea Ripley normally should be fighting for a title. Io Sky should be as well, but I guess they're setting up other people right now. So yes, you have to make them important. I do agree with who they chose to win, but and here's where I go big but, and people are gonna hate me about this. I listened to a couple other reviews already, and they're saying, "Oh, the match was great. The match was great." No, any wrestling match to me, and I don't know what it is to other people. Rob, give me a comment of what you think, because this is your favorite wrestler, but
Hmm.
it's a dance. Now, if this was a dance between these two teams, I don't know what kind. It wasn't Gangnam Style. I don't know. There was no sync. There was no. It just seemed like somebody tried to lead. Like there was three people leading, and it didn't look right. There was fumbles, uh, even throwing to the ropes. I think there was a couple of times where it was Asuka and Io. I'm not blaming anybody. I am not a professional wrestler, but there was a lot of. It was a cluster.
Yeah.
Point blank. It didn't look right. The ending looked amazing. But
Yeah.
even with that, I think the setup to it, they screwed up somewhere because you've seen it. Poor Rhea got like they did a BTE trigger once, like you know
Yeah.
what I mean, and it looked terrible. Asuka like nailed her in the head with
Oh,
a
you heard the impact on
yeah.
one of the
It was
kicks. Like, and it was not a gimmick kick. Like, you heard that wow. It was just you know what song I heard? Sorry, what sound I heard when I heard that impact? It was
Sounds like a grape being squished too. But in turn, again, all these people saying it was pretty good. I don't think it was. And Io, to my knowledge, I think it had there was a lot of lost in translation, I guess you can say. I think
yeah.
that Asuka and Rhea were actually the weaker links in this match, and I think Io was trying to put it all together. Now, no, I'm not hopping on Io is the best wrestler in the WWE train or whatever it was, but I did think she tried to conduct it properly. I think people just forgot what they were supposed to do, the sequences, because that's what it looked like. So, banana rating. I know you guys are all waiting for it. There's going to be this is going to be a strange
How many
one.
banana peels we talking about here?
I'm giving it 1.5 banana. You hear that? I'm normally not supposed to do that.
It wasn't an appealing match to you. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
But
anyways, yes, riots. Riots
happening. 1.5 banana rating.
Well, they have the titles on anyways, two world champions. So yeah, it makes sense, but at the same time, long term, what does it do for your division? I'm not sure if it bolsters the division or makes it weaker. It just kind of makes it the champs are overpowered. That's the way I look at it. Anyways, all right, moving forward, quick video package here on CM Punk. Okay, Adam Pearce is congratulating the new champions, and he's also warning Gunther to maybe watch what he says when he goes out there. Shout out to Netflix and the editing here, because they do a really cool thing where they drop the entire show in chapters. In chapter 2, He Who Remains comes out first before Gunther comes out for a chat. So,
can I pause this for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, did you notice? So they're talking to Raquel and Io, and then Gunther comes out. They're trying to talk to Gunther, and I guess Io and Rhea couldn't get out of the shot. They're in the background trying to get out on the left. Take a look at it. I was laughing. You see Rhea like looking, and she's like, "I don't know." You know what I mean? And that was it. So, it was good. It was good.
I gotta check it out. As somebody who was stuck in the backshot elimination chamber, while Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton were having a chat, I definitely have to check that out. Mm-hmm. Anyways, okay. Here's Gunther for said chat, and he's gonna do his little same thing. John Cena tops out like a little what? He's gonna get interrupted by AJ Styles before he can say that. Gunther, now, not only getting chants from the crowd, you tapped out because he tapped out to Jey Uso at WrestleMania, and that will stick with him for his entire career. But now Gunther gets entirely punked out by a slap to the face by little AJ Styles. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. But AJ Styles punks out Gunther by slapping him directly in the face. And then Gunther more or less just does nothing.
Isn't
and AJ
that great?
Styles tells him, "You're not going to do anything." And then Gunther walks off not doing anything.
Isn't that great? I honestly think it's amazing. John Cena, you just beat John Cena. Everything else, everybody hates you, including your workmates.
Mm-hmm.
Heel or face, it doesn't make a difference. But Gunther is on fire. He has great heel heat. Right now, he's showing a little sign against AJ, a little like less confidence, but he did it before. This run that Gunther is going to go on without a title or the chase to the title is going to be amazing, because he's going to destroy. He's going to go on a Goldberg streak. I hate saying that, but he's not going to lose a match for a bit. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping anyways. I love this. I don't know if you liked it, but I get if people don't.
I don't like Gunther looking weak, getting slapped and doing nothing. I don't like that. I think that there needs to be a retaliation.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't happen in the match, like if he doesn't crush AJ, then why are we building this guy up as this massive heel just to allow AJ Styles to come to the ring? I get it. He respects him. He's the elder guard. He's kind of like the remaining John Cena figure now that John Cena is gone. But it just doesn't make any sense that he doesn't do anything about it right away.
So obviously think of the setup right now. So Gunther and AJ are going to face each other in the ring. If I were them, if I were Gunther, Gunther goes out, beats Styles, and at the end of the match, slaps him back and walks out of the ring. That is
I hope he beats him.
more humiliating than getting slapped and just standing there. The last slap is the biggest and largest hurt.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You're amazing, Eric. I
in my-
love talking to you about this.
In my opinion, what happens to make Gunther continue as this legend killer that he's supposed to be is you take out AJ Styles in such a way that AJ Styles is gone for a while, if not
Slap him.
gone. Just gone. Yeah,
AJ's
you could
going
slap
to get
him.
the chop. John Cena never got one chop. Poor AJ's going to be lit up like a Christmas tree, and all the
Chop
colors
him.
are just red.
Chop him all the way to the upside down.
That's
chop,
it.
chop, chop. Or the abyss. Either way. They're
I love
gonna
Abyss
chop.
too. Speaking of
Yeah,
Abyss, he's
the abyss is cool. The abyss. Oh, yeah. Stranger Things abyss, and also other.
That
Abyss.
would have been good to see. Abyss coming out with something. I don't know. But I don't know. Speaking about
The
Abyss,
abyss comes out dressed up as the abyss from Stranger Things. How about that? Rocks all over him. All of that stuff.
Nice.
Anyways, all right. That was Gunther, and he's there. Yeah, talking about
Gunther's The
video
champ, man.
package on Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch, just in case people didn't know that was happening, and that's on the first year anniversary of Netflix on Raw. You know who else is here? Ivy Nile. Did you forget about her? I think everybody did. Yeah, she had a segment, folks. She was there. And now Gunther and AJ Styles are in the back, and they're going to fight next week, thankfully. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what slap comes out on top.
We all know.
Who's slap happy?
I
know I'm not.
I'm slap happy.
You are slap happy. You're such a
I'm
happy
just
guy.
slappy. I just slap
Stop. Okay, talking about slap happy, here we go, folks. It is the women's Intercontinental title match, the coveted women's Intercontinental title between Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch. Ooh, Randy. Another little intro here, Stranger Things, Chapter 3. It's not just her saying it. I don't know what they're saying. Are they saying that when Maxine Dupree throws clotheslines, her arms like wrap around her opponent like every single time? Are they saying that she just looks a little awkward in the ring? What are they saying? Are they saying that Becky Lynch completely missed the memo and came out in like full Star Trek gear? What are they saying, Randy? What do you think they're saying?
Yeah, Becky Lynch giving herself self-promotion. I thought it was Kill Bill, but I guess she's going to be on episodes of Star Trek coming up. And Miss Rubber Hands that you're talking about, at least is better than before. Do you ever have those toys with the rubber hands? Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Just like a body and had like elastic bands for hands. That's exactly Maxine Dupree. But it's better than the stick that she was before. So
it is
I get
true.
what you're saying.
She's starting to move a little bit more fluidly, but there are parts where there are parts where you still see that training in play, and that includes, I think, Becky Lynch almost drops her directly on her head because Maxine kind of dumps herself off, rolls out, grabs an ankle lock, I guess you could say. Anyways, all right. Does that again, but this time when she grabs the ankle, Becky Lynch just leans back, stacks her up, and grabs on the rope directly in front of the referee to win the match. And now Becky Lynch is the Intercontinental Champion again. And Randy, Raw now has Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Becky Lynch holding secondary championships. We got a problem.
I don't know. I get it just because there's too many big people on it. The problem to me is nobody can hold the title. If you look across the board, Chelsea Green, one title defense, loses it. Maxine Dupree beat Ivy Nile and then loses to Becky Lynch. I get why they have to do it because maybe it's the beginning of the year, new them, right? They have to put the stars with the belts, the shiny things beside it. This was Becky Lynch winning, I get, but other than that, this was terrible. This is another one banana. We're riding again, one banana. Come on, man. Are they doing? They're making it so strange. Where are the co-hosts? Where are they? Where are the characters of Stranger Things. I am so tired of seeing this. I'm all upside down. Nobody can hold the title. Blah 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 blah.
We're
We got new
halfway
champs,
through. We're
and
halfway through the show
It's
at
still
this point.
nobody. Not even
Nobody.
anybody in the crowd.
Nobody. And this is where we have the problem, because even later on in the crowd, they go to the crowd and they show some host of another Netflix show holding the upside down title, which is really cool.
Cool. Yeah,
Really, really cool. I don't know how many people are going to buy it. It's one of those super niche items. It could be very rare down the line. Who knows? But
Can I
why
tell
wouldn't you have, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, I apologize. You first.
Why wouldn't you have, like, there are so many people that maybe were not available for this. Maybe Millie wasn't available. Maybe Finn wasn't available. Maybe fucking Steve Harrington wasn't available. Maybe he's touring with his band or something. Maybe there's all of that stuff happening. But you're telling me that you couldn't have reached out to Barb. You couldn't have reached out to Argyle. You couldn't have asked Murray. You couldn't have asked the science teacher. You couldn't have asked the cook from the restaurant in season 1. You couldn't have given Stranger Things fans just one Stranger Things cast member. You could have given a Susie in the crowd, for Christ's sakes. It doesn't matter who it was. They just could have given us somebody. Randy, they could have given us the Duffer Brothers. Why weren't the Duffer Brothers there?
Yeah, that's perfect. This is where I was getting pissed off, because the only thing that was left from the beginning of the show that it was hyped for was the pyro smoke. Literally, the pyro smoke was still floating in the building, and you could see it in the production. But yeah, why didn't they give us anybody, anything? I don't even care if it was a rubber figure floating around or people in costumes. Nothing was given, and I was getting really angry.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people online that are saying it's good that they didn't do skits or something like that. They kept it pure wrestling. They could have done that by having somebody in the crowd too. That would have been completely fine, and also would have probably helped sell some t-shirts. Let's just push that as well. You have fucking Argyle in the crowd wearing that Vecna Raw t-shirt or something, which Bailey comes out wearing later, but nobody sees her wearing it. Let's just be honest with it.
Eddie Munson cheering on the champ, the man. I don't know. Anything, man. I was
now
so
you're asking
angry,
for.
man.
You can't go to the big Hollywood names right away. Randy goes all the way to Joseph Quinn, who is like going to be one of the guys in Hollywood for sure, if not already is. But yes, we wanted something, and we got nothing. We got nothing. We got props, and the props were incredible. Okay. We got a lot of things that were great. We got that chapter lead in, which was so cool. I loved the chapter lead in. That made it just a little bit more fun to watch. But there was like nothing else besides that, and it made no sense. You could have even had friggin' Michael Cole and Corey Graves getting Surfer Boy pizza delivered to them during the show or something, or anything. Nothing. This didn't happen.
DoorDash, one of their major sponsors that we saw 9,000 times.
Oh God, yeah, you fucking nailed it. My apologies. I've sworn now twice in this episode.
No, we swear a lot. It doesn't make a difference. Caution people on this episode. Sorry.
Make sure your kids aren't listening. Sorry, yeah, Berkey. My bad. We will be more 50 professional. Cents. I know. I've hit my limit here. We usually do no more than one, and I think I'm at 2 already. So I've hit the limit, and now I need to play within it. Talking about playing within it.
Yeah.
Here's a very long preview of Unreal Season 2, which just fits in very perfectly for this week's episode of Raw, because Paul Heyman comes on the screen and goes, "Let me tell you something. I don't like this show."
That's a sound clip we're going to be using on the draw every Thursday night at 11 p.m. It's in our intro. Tune in and stay tuned, because if you don't, send us a comment.
So good. We get a video package on Obafemi as well, which is good news for us, Rand, because not only do we get that video package on Obafemi, but we also have the official signing of Javon Evans to Raw. So we're getting a little more bouncy around here, and I like it. I like it a lot.
A little more bouncy. No Stranger Things bouncy, but just the bouncy with Javon Evans. We didn't even see him. That's good.
Yeah.
No, Javon Evans to the Raw Brand will definitely.
I guess when did they do it? They do it before the show or whatever.
We didn't see it last Friday, and they just don't care about it. Stranger Things night here at Raw. Congratulations, Javon Evans. We love you.
Speaking about Stranger Things, here are the Usos in the crowd for a chat, and I find it really hilarious that we have both Usos still coming to the ring, and the song is still Jey Uso's song.
Yeah. I think
It's
Jimmy's
still
getting a little
100%.
upset. You see
Seems
him
like
there, man. It stopped, and like Jimmy's like, oh, about to walk out. No, we're gonna do it again. Da. Put
Bring
Benny
it
Hill
back.
music behind it now. I hate their music.
Yeah,
Benny Hill music behind
you know
this.
what was really funny though too is there's a guy to the left of the shot who just doesn't want to be in the shot the whole time. He's got his face turned to the camera.
Oh, Jesus. I'm not supposed to be here. Almost
He's like, God
the
damn it, I'm
Coldplay camera.
called in sick
I don't
for
be caught
work.
eating.
Exactly. There you go. But after that yeeting is done, they're back as tag team champs, and they'll take on anyone at any time. It's just a meaningless. What the hell, Randy? Like a meaningless thing? Was it a way to sell that Jey Uso upside down shirt, or what was that?
It's good for Jimmy, that's all. That's
Yeah.
my point. They are the best
Here-
tag team in the WWE right now. You have to, they definitely are, but
Yeah.
you're also teaming like what? Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates, El Grande Americanos Nachos, or whatever you want to call them. I'm really
the poor Creed
Eric,
brothers.
Yeah, the poor Creed brothers could be. Eric, I am really angry. I'm sorry. We better go on with this. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, this is really driving me insane. I'm enjoying talking to you about it, but I'm afraid to make fun of it too much. We have a show preparing next Thursday.
Stephanie Vacura is here, folks, with a walking boot and a very low cut top, and she is here for a chat, and she's very happy with everything that happened in 2025. That little injury to her walking boot isn't going to stop her from doing anything, and she is the best in the world, or so she speaks to be, until Raquel Rodriguez jumps her from behind, gives her Tejana bomb. There's just a lot going on in the ring to pay attention to. That's not wrestling. I'm sorry. Choices were made with this outfit choice of Stephanie Vacura as she came out and got Tejana bombed. And choices were made by the cameraman as well. Lots of choices.
Well, don't
But
worry.
anyways.
Coming up in the Royal Rumble, the 20-woman or 30-woman Royal Rumble, there'll be no choices, but they're not going to be picking anything. It'll be picked for them. So good. Yeah, learn from this. But
Yes.
yeah, Raquel destroys Stephanie.
Yeah.
I don't. If she's hurt or not, you know what? I really don't care because they teased me with the Seth Rollins saying he was hurt and they swerved me. So anybody can break their neck now. Probably not because it's unreal.
Well, I
I'm
think that
angry.
they also pretty much said to us here, like, yeah, she twisted her ankle, but we don't care. We don't have anything else that we can do right now with this title, and Steph is keeping it. That's really, I think, what they were telling us. Post break, we get more beatdown. Raquel Rodriguez continues to beat down Stephanie Vacura and Espanol, of course. It has to be done that way. Adam Pearce comes running over to save Stephanie Vacura and like cocks back his fist as he looks at Raquel. He looks like he's about to throw a solid right cross. It doesn't happen. Okay.
Speaking of
Post
happening,
break.
we're like at 2-hour mark right here, right?
Yeah, we are 2 hours into. No, we're about an hour and 40 minutes into the show. We haven't seen any men wrestle, and we've seen 2 matches, and we haven't seen any cross promotion Stranger Things besides the set. They also give up on the Stranger Things music like halfway through and start introducing the new Raw theme song, which is Godzilla by Eminem, which is great.
Good.
I like the
Great.
choice. That's a good fit. It's a good fit. But
Or bananas.
maybe not right now. Maybe that was a next week thing.
Right. Yeah,
I don't
next
know. I don't know. But anyways, whatever.
I heard Bobby Brown's supposed to show up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Somebody said with Liv. Somebody said with AJ. We saw AJ. I guess Liv is coming out. I guess we're going to see what happens, right? But anyways, Latino super friends are all in the back together. Penta saved Rey Mysterio. And they're now friends. Dragon Lee and Mysterio also reaffirm that they are friends and have a friendship. And here comes Penta to also be like, I will not let the Vision do what they want to do to my best friends
You guys
who are
gonna
also
get destroyed.
Latino.
You guys are gonna get destroyed. That's all. Way to go, Penta. No, go ahead, Derek. Sorry.
They do a Cero Miedo at the end, which Randy absolutely loved seeing the legend Rey Mysterio dumb himself down to doing. But anyways,
Man,
here
Ray,
we
you're
are.
so much better, bro.
The funniest thing about this entire segment, my friend, is the following. You hear Lyra Valkyria's music playing the whole time.
Mm.
You just hear
In the
woo,
background. Yeah, woo.
woo.
That was funny thinking back of it now. Thank you. I was so angry. That is funny. You're right, though.
You hear
Zero Miro,
wooing the whole
woo!
time. They just obviously don't give a crap about Lyra Valkyria because by the time we get back to the ring, Lyra is in the ring and they reintroduce Liv Morgan to us, which we do care about significantly. Let's just face it. Liv is there. Liv looks great.
With fake tattoos.
Yeah, that
Garments.
fake tattoo. I like that. I like the little side pouch thing she had connected to her gear. I liked everything that was going on there in
You
the
always got to
match.
carry your change.
She drops a incredible code breaker reversal in that match here to Lyra Valkyria, and it just looks great. Bailey is going to chase away Roxanne Perez at one point. And yeah, anyways, distraction lets Morgan grab the Oblivion for the win and the pin. We knew that Liv was going to get this win coming back. There's no way that you would bring her back and have her lose against Lyra Valkyria.
Not at this time. Not at this time. Yes, it was good to see Liv back. This, you guys are gonna hate me too. I don't know. Maybe it is me being biased, but I think this was the best match of the night, to be honest with you. But given that being said, I'm going to give it a 3.5 banana. That's not even really good, realistically, on my scale, but 3.5 banana out of 5 for this match.
We're just happy that she's
Passing rate.
back. We're just happy
think
that Liv
so.
Morgan is back, and so are our numbers on YouTube.
I like the
very,
fake
very
tattoos,
happy.
too.
The fake tattoos was a nice choice, and I do like the whole time how Corey Graves is really talking about that what's going on with Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day during this entire match. Kind of plant in the back of our minds: is she coming to take over? Is she just happy being kind of player coach that she's been since she's returned? I guess we're going to see in the next coming weeks.
Can I give a compliment before we go any further?
See,
You know
that
what?
was
Who
Spanish
was
for
an
yes.
unsung hero last night?
Who?
You just said him, Corey Graves. He did a
Yeah.
really good job trying to make this work last night.
He did. He made it
did.
as much of a Stranger Things-esque show as he could. It was obvious that Michael Cole doesn't know the product, and Corey Graves did. Corey Graves was dropping references the whole night to show titles, to actors, to characters. He was even making up words to try to make it work, and he made a joke about it at one point. So yes, Corey Graves definitely was
4.5 bananas out of 5 for Corey Graves.
MVP, the JD McDonough of the night. He gets the
That's
JD McDonough Worker Award of the night.
That's right.
That's going to be a new thing going on. What do you think?
We should make an award like that.
Yeah,
The
I like
JD
it.
slamming. It's just that bobblehead.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It just fits. We'll do it. We'll do it.
we're making it. We're
For
making it.
match
We're
of the
having
year, the JD McDonough Award.
3D printed.
baby.
Definitely
New year,
getting
new
3D
us.
printed. 100%. All right. Well, you know what? CM Punk isn't worried about the spear, because he's the underdog. Braun Breaker will underestimate him. Okay. I don't know how much sense that makes, but oh man, Randy. Yeah, Raw World Title match. And at this point, we are over 2 hours into the show. We have no Stranger Things actors either involved in promos, skits, walkouts, matches, anything. It's now defined to us that the only way that we're getting this is in some type of post-match scrum or something. And that doesn't happen either. So this is when the disappointment fully set in for me. I think it started to set in when they announced that the match was next. And then when the match finally started and the music hit, I was like, oh man.
You know what was good though?
What?
What was good? There was like that Braun and CM Punk promo video they did. I am the best in the world at the end when they had them both saying it. I enjoyed that. Their post production stuff promos right now are on fire. They're all pretty good. So I like that. That's the only
Oh,
thing.
it was great.
I'll give that 5 bananas out of 5.
It was great. But as to what's going on in this match
Yeah.
between these two guys, like Randy said earlier, it is a dance, and this was one guy doing a waltz and one guy doing a rumba. It was absolutely all
Super
over the
salsa.
place. It was all over the place, and there was numerous points where I collectively gasped in terror and fear. I don't know what it is about Braun Breaker where he has like a wish to break his neck. It seems to be like he wants this to happen. But man, there are a lot of strange things in this match. And I don't know. I don't know if I could see these two work together again, Randy, after this. I don't know. I really
I
don't
love
know.
a big man going so fast, like Tasmanian devilish. But you're right,
Mhm.
there can be a lot of hurt. I think, well, you'll explain in the match, but I think CM Punk was confused on how fast it was going too. Jacob Fatu has the saying, "All gas, no brakes." Well, I don't know what I think Braun Breaker's an electric vehicle, right? So you don't
Yeah.
even hear it coming because he is super quick on everything he does. So
You
I like
have
him.
you have the missed Frankensteiner off the top
Yeah,
ropes,
yeah, he could have got
which
it right there.
people are saying is Punk's fault. It's not Punk's fault. Obviously, the guy started leaning back. It was just crazy. You have that. You have CM Punk diving outside of the ring and going face first into the ground. That was
Yeah.
terrifying.
We saw
You
that
have
earlier on the night too. So, but yeah.
yeah, you have Punk coming off of the top rope with the the cable holder
Oh
stuck
yeah.
in a very strange location.
That hurt. You have holes in
It's
places that he doesn't want holes, eh?
just you have a lot of things going on. There's a lot of crashing backwards. There's a lot of I don't know. It's just like these two don't work well together at all. Anyways, eventually the Vision makes their way out to the ringside to go for the distraction. Everyone's been talking a while now about Chris Jericho and how this is the night Chris Jericho is coming back. I'm telling you, Randy, as soon as I knew that they didn't give us one actor from Stranger Things or one of those, I didn't expect that Chris Jericho was coming back tonight. I don't know about you, but once we got to the point that we got to, I was like, there is no way that they are fitting this in story wise. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Chris Jericho is going to come back as number 30 in the Royal Rumble. I honestly think that's going to happen. All these,
Yep.
and we did. WWE is going to come back to us. You got two new champions tonight.
Hmm.
Celebrate on the
Yeah.
Stranger Thing. But go ahead, finish this match up, and then we'll wrap this up. Wrap it up. We'll give you a
Anyways,
positive ending.
here comes the best friends of CM Punk, all of his Latino friends. He got them all over from the taco shop. Here comes Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta to save the day for CM Punk and make it even. Punk locks in an Anaconda Vice after this. He tries to choke out Braun Breaker. Um, Punk suicide dive, nasty landing thing happens. Breaker does his knock him over the announcer table. That's a nasty crash as well. Just looks
That one looked
disgusting.
all right. Though I thought it
It
looked all
looked
right.
much better than anything else that happened at
Yeah,
that
yeah.
point, that's for sure. Back into the ring, we have Braun running for a spear, but he just gets like easily dispatched by a knee from CM Punk. Go to sleep. This match is almost 30 minutes long. It goes for a long time. It's very dirty. It's not clean, folks. It's not, but it's not one of those nice and fast and dirty things you like. It is dirty. I didn't like watching this match at all, Randy.
Oh wow. I guess I enjoyed it a little more than yours. So I'm going to give it a 2.5 banana on that aspect. I think just because it was so long. I like Braun Breaker. I was looking at Braun and seeing his dad and his uncle in him every single way, but on speed. That's it. And this match, I was hoping for Braun to win. I can see why he didn't. Um, you're right. The chemistry wasn't fully there with the both of them. But I just think one guy was too fast and the other guy was too slow. And
Yeah.
it's not that they didn't try. And I think just Braun has to step it back. Put Braun in with Dragon Lee and destroy him. If you want two fast guys, boom, 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 that's it. Match over.
Yeah.
But this wasn't a
Yep.
great. This was a 1 year anniversary. This was a Stranger Things Raw. Now, last year they had us pumped, they had us ready. They gave us a most amazing Raw, the premiere on Netflix. They pumped our tires for the last month, saying this was the 1 year anniversary, switching it to the Stranger Things. Obviously, something happened. Netflix wanted something, so on and so forth. But this, my friend, this episode, start of the year, is getting only a 2 banana rating. We riot. It was there. They got me at the beginning. They got me with a hook. WWE, man, come on. Come on. Really? Like, I'm upset. Sorry, Eric.
Is this the best definition of a hot start and cold finish that we have seen since we've covered Raw together?
Almost. Almost.
Like, have you ever been more disappointed by something?
No.
'Cause
No, well,
I
yeah,
can't look back to being more
Seth
disappointed by
Rollins,
something.
yeah. The pump for the John Cena retirement match got me going. You guys hear us every week. The pump to this was got me going, and then when they announced Stranger Things, and it was like, whoa, whoa, ho, ho. But no, it sucked. Sorry, WWE. Like,
It did.
I apologize.
It
Listen
did.
to us. Don't watch
Unfortunately, like most collaborations, eventually it did suck. But there's some great merch online.
Yeah, I
There's
looked
some
at it.
great merch online, and there definitely is. And also, Finn Balor has graced us and just blessed us by stocking the WWE stores at shows now with Demonitos.
Hot item, hot ticket item. But
There you
Eric,
go.
I'm sorry to wrap this up a little, but speaking about collabs, next Thursday night on TSN 690 at 11 p.m., you're going to have Eric Blondon. Sorry, I gotta say it properly, folks. I can't use like my little Eric Blondon, Randy Charpentier, giving you all the wrestling of the week in a professional form, and collabing with and sitting down and talking all things John Cena with Braden Harrington, Davey Portman. They are Poison Rana for the very first episode next Thursday night, TSN 690, tsn.ca, 11 p.m. I'm excited.
Very excited, my friend. Very excited.
We're not going to Stranger Things ending you or anything like that either. We give it to you all. See, Eric B, all I got to say, your Stranger Things ending for the finale, and look at this. Compare them both. Do you believe? Hell no.
I believe in nothing. I believe in nothing after
I just
last
believe in a
night's
thing
episode
called-
of Raw.
There you go.
But no, I believe that it can get better. I definitely believe it can get better. And hey, it's the best show of the year so far. So,
Oh, yeah.
folks, Randy, if people wanted to go ahead and listen to more of the upcoming draw and us on Draw Straws Raw, how could they do so?
You can go on any podcasting platform and just look up the Hub Sports Entertainment. Or we're on the YouTubes. We're getting high up there, even though we got one restricted reel. But we won't talk about that. I'm playing. I'm just trying to make my buddy here laugh. But yeah, we're on the YouTubes at Draw Straws Raw. You can look us up on the Instagram at the Hub Sports Entertainment. And you can look up me at the Draw Radio. Join me. Comment below. I'm going to be posting a lot of things as of late. We have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/the draw. Patreon episodes will be going out there. Like I said, maybe we're going to have a Stranger Things episode. We have a lot to talk about. Saturday night's main events coming up, the Royal Rumble, so on and so forth. You want to hear all the interviews as well in its fullest? Go to patreon.com/the draw. You will hear it there first. And obviously going to tsn.ca or tsn.ca/690 next Thursday night at 11 p.m. where you'll hear us, The Draw. And don't forget, every Saturday morning, our best friends in the world, and Greg and Brad, I personally want to thank you because without your push And without your encouragement, not just to me, but to my buddy Eric B., we wouldn't be in this position. Now, everybody, I want to say this. Please, please listen, because I want my buddy here, Eric B., that's put in a lot of hard work from day one, for everybody to hear him, hear his knowledge, hear his professionalism, hear what he has to think as a lead on a radio show that's across Canada. Eric Blondon, I am proud of you, and I am glad you are my friend. Thank you for being my crutch. Where can I follow you, Eric?
Couldn't do it without you, Randy. It's a team around here. We succeed together and not separately. Yes, folks. Yes, folks. You have good people around. If you have good people around you, you can succeed and you can achieve anything. It's definitely a possibility. Folks, if you wanted to go ahead and follow me more, you can follow me on Instagram at Wrestling with Eric. That's without a W and without a G in the wrestling. So it's been a very fun show of Draw Straws Raw today, Stranger Things edition. But until the next time, please take care of yourselves and each other and continue to live your lives impactfully.
Live, laugh, and always love wrestling. Eric Blondon. Blondon is the man. I'll get it right one day.
Deuces! Ooses!
How much does it bother you that they're eating right now?
Yeet?
They're eating, yeah. Does that bother you?
What's it called? 4 letters, 1 word. Stop.